Good day. We are now on rational equations, particularly solving rational equations. So for today's lesson, at the end of the discussion, you are expected to solve rational equations. For the warm-up round, make both sides of the equation equal by supplying the missing term. What number is to be added to 6 to make it positive 9? What number is to be subtracted from 3 that makes it positive 9? What is the product of 6 and negative 2? "25 divided by a number is 5. A number divided by 3 equals 1/3. One plus a number divided by 3 is 5. A number is multiplied to the quotient of 81 and 3 is positive 81. Good job! Now, let us have these problems still on supplying the missing term. 0 divided by 5 and 5 divided by 0. Which of the two do you think has a value of 0? To check if the quotient is correct, we simply multiply the quotient by the divisor and the result should be the dividend. So 5 multiplied by 0 is 0. Therefore, 0 divided by any number is 0. Next, 5 over 0 is undefined. Why? There is no number that when you multiply by 0, you will get 5 as the answer. So, here, there is no defined number that when you multiply it by 0, the answer is 5. Even if it is 4 over 0, 3 over 0, negative 2 over 0, still it is undefined. In today's lesson, you will learn how to find a value of a variable that will make both sides of the equation equal. And if you encounter the second example here, you will be facing extraneous solutions. So, let us get started. Let us now proceed with the lesson proper. A recall on the definition of rational equation. A rational equation is two rational expressions connected by an equal sign. So here is the example. Two rational expressions connected by an equal sign. In solving a rational equation, it means to find all the values of x for which the equation will be true. So here, the value of x is 5, so it is true. Or finding all the possible values of x that will make the two rational expressions equal. The values of x is what we call solutions of rational equations. And here are the steps to follow in solving rational equations. First, eliminate the rational expressions in the equation by multiplying both sides of the equation by the LCD. Solve the equation. And third, check the solution to the original equation. We will now be in solving rational equations. For the first example, 1 over x equals 1 over 5. So here we will find how x became 5. Simply by following these steps. First, eliminate the rational expressions in the equation by multiplying both sides of the equation by the LCD. So what is LCD? Least common denominator. And how to find the LCD? Simply multiply numbers in the denominator. So here we have numbers such as x and 5. So x multiplied by 5 is 5x. So multiplying LCD by each term, 1 over x multiplied by the LCD 5x equals 1 over 5 multiplied by the LCD 5x. So here, 5x divided by x is 5, and 5x divided by 5 is x. So 5 multiplied by 1 is 5 equals x multiplied by 1 is x. So 5 equals x, or x equals 5. To check, we will use the original equation. So 1 over x equals 1 over 5. Replacing x by the replacement value of 5, we have 1 over 5 equals 1 over 5. So the value of 5 makes the equation true. For the second example, 1 over 2 plus x equals 5 over 22 plus x. Following the first step, find the LCD. And as I have said, to find the LCD, simply multiply numbers in the denominator. So here you have 2 plus x and 22 plus x. Multiplying the LCD by each rational expression, 1 over 2 plus x multiplied by this LCD equals 5 over 22 plus x multiplied by this LCD. So, second step, solve the equation. You can actually cancel out 2 plus x and 2 plus x. Why? Because 2 plus x divided by 2 plus x is 1. Multiplied by 1 is 1. Multiplied by 22 plus x is 22 plus x. Next, we can cancel actually 22 plus x and 22 plus x. So 22 plus x divided by 22 plus x is 1. Multiplied by 2 plus x and multiplied by 5. So it is 5 multiplied by 2 plus x. So using distributive property, 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. 5 multiplied by x is 5x. Next, combining like terms using addition property of equality. 22 minus 10. 10 transpose the other side will become negative 10. And x transpose to other side, positive x transpose to other side will become negative x. So 22 minus 10 is 12. 5x minus x is 4x. Divide both sides by 4. So 4x divided by 4 equals 12 divided by 4. So x equals 3. So here, the solution for this rational equation is 3. To check if the solution 3 is correct, we will use the original equation and make 3 as our replacement value. So 1 over 2 plus x equals 5 over 22 plus x. It will become 1 over 2 plus 3 equals 5 over 22 plus 3. Simplifying it further, 1 over 5 equals 5 over 25. And we know that the lowest term of 5 over 25 is 1 over 5. As you can see, both sides of the equation are equal. Therefore, 3 is a correct solution for this given rational equation. Let us now proceed with the third example. So we have x over 5 plus 1 over 4 equals x over 2. So as you can see, we are just finding the value of x that will make both sides equal. Following the first step, you need to find the LCD in order for you to eliminate the rational expression. As I have said, to find the LCD, simply multiply numbers in the denominator. So we have here 5 times 4 times 2 equals 40. But you can use 20 as your LCD. Why? Because 20 is divisible by 5, by 4, and by 2. So for the second step, solve the equation. We have 20 multiplied by x is 20x divided by 5 plus 20 multiplied by 1 is 20 divided by 4 equals 20 multiplied by x is 20x divided by 2. Simplifying it further, 20x divided by 5 is 4x plus 20 divided by 4 is 5 equals 20x divided by 2 is 10x. Combining like terms, so by addition property of equality, transposing 4x to other side, it will become negative 4x. So we have here 5 equals 6x, and dividing both sides by 6 to solve for x, we now have x equals 5 over 6, or 5 over 6 equals x. Okay, so you will be thinking if 5 over 6 really make both sides of the equation equal. So to check if our solution is correct, we will use the original equation and make the solution be our replacement value. So instead of writing x over 5, you will write 5 over 6 all over 5 plus 1/4 equals x over 2. So it will become 5 over 6 all over 2. So you need to operate on this number first. Dividing fraction numbers, in dividing fraction numbers, you will get the reciprocal of the denominator. So the reciprocal is 5 over 1. So the reciprocal of 5 over 1 is 1 over 5. Then you will proceed with the multiplication. So you can actually cancel out 5 and 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Therefore, 1 times 1 is 1. 6 times 1 is 6. Next, dividing 5 over 6 by 2. So get the reciprocal of 2 over 1, which is 1 over 2. Then proceed with the multiplication. So 5 multiplied by 1 is 5. 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. So instead of writing this number, you can write it as, or rewrite it as 1 over 6. This one is 1 over 6 plus 1/4, and this one is 5 over 12. So as I have said, to add fraction number, get the LCD. So the LCD of this is, actually they are all divisible by, so 12 is divisible by 6 and by 4. So your LCD is 12. So 12 divided by 6 is 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 12 divided by 4 is 3 times 1 is 3 equals 5 over 12. Now, 2 plus 3 is 5 over 12. As you can see, 5 over 6 is a correct solution for this given rational equation. For the fourth example, we have 2 over x minus 3 over 2x equals 1 over 5. Following the first step, get the LCD. So the LCD is actually 10x, because 10x is divisible by x, by 2x, and by 5, or simply multiply these numbers, 2x and 5. Second step, solve the equation. 10x multiplied by 2 is 20x divided by x, minus 10x multiplied by 3 is 30x over 2x, equals 10x multiplied by 1 is 10x over 5. Now, 20x divided by x is 20, minus 30x divided by 2x is 15, equals 10x divided by 5 is 2x. And we have 20 minus 15 is 5, equals 2x, or 2x equals 5. So to solve for x, simply divide both sides of the equation by 2. So 2x divided by 2 is x, and 5 over 2 equals 5 over 2. So our solution for this given rational equation is 5 over 2. So 5 over 2 will make both sides of the equation equal. Okay, so we will check if 5 over 2 is a correct solution. Make this as your replacement value. So 2, instead of writing 2 over x, you will write 2 all over 5 over 2, minus 3 over 2 multiplied by 5 over 2 equals 1 over 5. As you can see, your goal here now is to make this one side equals 1 over 5. So, to divide fraction numbers, get the reciprocal of the denominator. So, your numerator is 2 over 1. The reciprocal of the denominator is 2 over 5. So, 2 over 1 multiplied by 2 over 5 is 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 5 is 5. So, this number is equivalent to 4 over 5. Next one is this side. So, 3 over 2 times 5 over 2. So, since you can cancel out 2 and 2, remaining number is 3 over 5. So, this one is equivalent to 4 over 5, and this one is equivalent to 3 over 5, equals 1 over 5. As you can see, 4 over 5 minus 3 over 5 is 1 over 5, and 1 over 5 equals 1 over 5. Therefore, our solution 5 over 2 is correct. Okay, for our final example, x over x plus 2 minus 1 over x minus 2 equals 8 over x squared minus 4. Following the first step, you will find the LCD of these rational equations. So, to find the LCD, simply multiply numbers in the denominator. Since the product of x plus 2 and x minus 2 is already x squared minus 4, so you can use this as your LCD. So, you can cancel out x plus 2, x minus 2, x squared minus 4, and x plus 2 and x minus 2. So, you now multiply x by x minus 2 minus 1 multiplied by x plus 2 equals 8. Using distributive property over multiplication, x multiplied by x is x squared, x multiplied by negative 2 is negative 2x, negative 1 multiplied by x is negative x, negative 1 multiplied by positive 2 is negative 2 equals 8. Next, negative 2x minus x is negative 3x. So, making one side of the equation equal 0. So, you will, by addition property of equality, you will transpose 8, positive 8 to other side, it will become negative 8, and negative 2 plus negative 8 is negative 10. So, we can factor out x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals 0 by x minus 5, x plus 2 equal 0. So, by zero product property, if a, b equals 0, if a, b equals 0, then A equals 0 or B equals 0 or both. So here, x minus 5 equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0. So x minus 5 equals 0, it will become x equals 5. And x plus 2 equals 0, it is x equals negative 2. So in this case, you have two solutions for this rational equation. So all you have to do is to check one by one if this solution is a correct solution for this rational equation. Okay, we will now check if 5 is a correct solution using the original equation. So x will be our replacement, x equals 5 will be our replacement value. So x over x plus 2 is 5 over 5 plus 2 minus 1 over 5 minus 2 equals 8 over x squared minus 4. So x squared, which is 5 squared, equals 25. 5 over 7 minus 1 over 3 equals 8 over 21. So we can subtract these fraction numbers by getting the LCD. The LCD is 21. So 21 divided by 7 is 3 times 5 is 15. Minus 21 divided by 3 is 7 times 1 is 7. So this side is equivalent to 8 over 21, and this side is also equivalent to 8 over 21. Therefore, solution 5 is correct. Next, we will try if x equals negative 2 is a correct solution. So, replacing all x's by negative 2, negative 2 over negative 2 plus 2 minus 1 over negative 2 minus 2 equals 8 over 4 minus 4. So here, negative 2 over negative 2 plus 2 is 0. So negative 2 over 0 minus 1 over negative 4 equals 8 over 0. So if you have this problem, if your solution lead you to an undefined value, therefore x equals negative 2 is considered as extraneous solution. So what is extraneous solution? Okay, an extraneous solution to a rational equation is an algebraic solution that would cause any of the expressions in the original equation to be undefined. So we have true solution and we have extraneous solution. So in this case, your true solution is positive 5 and your extraneous solution is negative 2. So for the generalization, in solving rational equation, it means to find all the values of x for which the equation will be true. And to solve for rational equation, we need to follow these important steps. So if your solution leads you to an undefined value, your solution is what we call extraneous solution. Again, thank you guys for listening. God bless and please be COVID-free.